To Smoky Wolfie's Barbecue Shack. We got smoking burgers and beef and beer. Woo! I can't cook shit in this fucking kitchen without it smoking the place up. Fuck it. Smells pretty good and it'll taste good too. Smoky Wolfie's Barbecue Shack. Fuck you. Today you're gonna have to make a logo for that.
Oh, you know full well I fucking will. A good day into Webians. It's been a very day in work, and I'll explain now in a moment. Why is my phone not working? Trying to see, I was supposed to have a message from my mate. Now work was work. Effective as Monday, I got pulled into the office and they had to go over and review me as a supervisor again. Nothing bad has happened that I did, it's just at this time they turned around and said it's not the right time that they felt they put me as a supervisor, so I'm no longer going to be a supervisor as of Monday, and I'm instead going to go back to as being a rep. Which, to be honest, when I first went back to the rewards desk, it was something in which I wanted to do until I was asked, would you like the position of supervisor to try out? I'm grateful that I was given the opportunity as a supervisor to give it a try, but yeah, at this time it just wasn't the right fit. So done the paperwork, so I will be transferred back as a rep now as of Monday. The good thing is though, it's still same hours, so pay maybe a little bit less, but to be honest, it is what it is. I will be lying if I said I took it quite well, but I was a little bit upset by it. It is what it is. So I got a bottle of wine and we got burgers. Fuck yeah. The rest of the evening has been basically trying out, well, Chris has been trying out the Octopath Traveler game for the Switch, in which I have to say I'm thoroughly quite impressed with not only the graphics but the gameplay. Real step up to a Japanese RPG, so that's fantastic there. And it's like coming up to, well, it's after midnight tonight, so I gotta be up at 7, but one thing I gotta do is iron a shirt, so yay. Said earlier, I had a meeting today not only with my superior but also as well my manager in regards to the position. I'm not going to go into full detail of what happened, but I can safely say it's for the best. Although in the office as well I did kind of tear up because I knew it was coming, and just sitting there. Fair enough, I'm sitting there with my manager and I'm waiting for my other manager to come in from a quick talk with one of the reps, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, so hopefully everything's alright, you know, is it good, is it bad? They kind of gave me that look, and I kind of saw that my file was on the table, and straight away I thought, I see. So we discussed it. At this time that I am not fit. I wouldn't say I'm mentally fit or anything like that. It's just I don't fit into the position quite well as of yet. As a supervisor, yes. No, as a rep, yes. As a supervisor, I still have a little bit more to go. And fair enough that I kind of came in at a very interesting time when we were going with this transition with the new system. It's still, they felt that the opportunity was that it's not a right fit. It wasn't. And I'm trying to word it out right. I didn't feel right. Okay, fair enough. I'll suck. It's gonna suck because I'm gonna see a little bit of a cut in my pay because that's gonna be a while since I see money like that again. But I am going back as a rep. I'll be repping it now at the rewards desk. My hours are going to change, although I'm going to be finishing off this week as a supervisor and then beginning Monday going on as a rep. But I told them that first and foremost I am quite happy and delighted that they would see me even in this style, well not in this style, but in this point of view. They gave me an opportunity for the work of a supervisor. They saw potential in me and they gave me that chance. And they gave it to me and I did it as best as I can. My best at the time was not enough. So, you know what, I need to get a different shirt. This one's kind of nice. Let's see if I can give that a quick squirt. Bit of a squirt and then I'll dry it off now. So at this time they said that, and I agreed, the timing was kind of weird and it didn't work out well. So yeah, I'm stepping down as a supervisor and going on as a rep again. So that's going to be fun. Right, it sucks, but it's going to be fun. But I'm happy that they gave me this opportunity to try out as a supervisor. But kind of sucks in a way that they had to do this 30 days, well not 30 days, but after my 30-day review. So at least they could have sat down there. So this was like 30 days and 2 more days. But I would rather have them tell me now than 2 months down the line where most probably I would have had a mental breakdown. I'm happy that they done it that way. I know what it is to be a supervisor now in that department. I know what is expected. And I know what it is to be a rep. At this time, with the supervisors, it is going to be a bit of a struggle, but as a rep, they need manpower, they need the extra help on the front lines, and I'm quite happy that I have this to fall back on, then for them to turn around and say, yeah, it's not working out, off you pop. So I'm happy that they're letting me stay on, but with a harsh word to say demotion, but technically a demotion. I know there's more to learn. I know that there is quite a bit more to take on and such, but I'm happy that again they gave me the opportunity to work and see what it's like as a supervisor. And whoever turns around in any department and says, oh, the supervisors, they got it easy, they, you know, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I can personally say now, I've seen what it's like. And there's a lot more than goes on behind closed doors in the office, in which, basically, by law, by the company, I cannot go into details because it is confidential to the company, and it would end up, if I did say something, I would lose my job. So at this time, all I can say is I know what it's like to have been a supervisor, and boy howdy, there is a lot more responsibility to take on once you get onto that next step. So my advice to anyone who ever has the opportunity to take on the position of being offered a position of supervisor, know what you're expecting. You know, it's fair enough that they do the 3-month probations and such with some companies. So I would say, if you would like to learn what it's like in that position and how much responsibility there is, by all means, take it, give it a try. Not all the time will you find it to your liking, and you may not be able to take on the pressure, but at least you'll find out then exactly what's going on and what it is to be a supervisor. I did. It's a lot of work, and quite frankly, in the long run after this, and we sat down and talked about it, but in the long run after this, it's for the best. So theoretically, I feel like I'm back to square one with where I am as my position at the company. I am now going to be a rep again. Kind of sucks, but in a way, it's a good suck. You know what I mean. I'm happy. I'm happy to take on this position again. I know what to expect. I know what to do now on the front line. And I feel more comfortable knowing that with the people I work with now, that we can work together on the front lines together instead of me giving out orders. Because boy howdy, that was bonkers. So anyway, I am going to call it a night. I need to get some sleep. I'm going to be up at 5 to get into work at 7. Trust me, once we have the car back, it'll be so much easier. And hopefully as well, once we do get the car back, I will be looking into getting a driving license. Hello, Moth. It's going to take some time, but we're slowly getting there. But thank you guys for watching today's little video and for me explaining on this situation of what's been going on. Hopefully you found this to be intriguing and interesting. If you have, don't forget to hit that like, and I shall see you tomorrow for a brand spanking new day, and hopefully it'll be a tad bit better than the rest. But until then, take it easy guys. Nostar.